kid. And there's a whole lot of funny stories about all the things he did. He said he came down to Newfoundland with a sled ride full of toys. Got stuck on baby bird barrens with the lightning power boys. I heard Santa looked a lot like Daddy, Daddy looked a lot like him, and he couldn't fit down the chimney, so Mama must let him in. Santa fished in the dory with Ray Johnson down the shore, and now he's gone with Corey and Trina to the lights of Labrador. They said Santa went with Dick Nolan trying to find Aunt Martha's sheep, and they ran into a Frank Willis and the Savage Cove police. Then they jumped in Grandpa's motorboat and headed on down the bay, and they found the sheep down in Carmenville, just north of Bonavista Bay. One night he went out with Harry Hibbs and got stuck between two trees. Then he went to the Pig and Whistle and sang a time, gentlemen, please. In the good old Newfie outhouse, it was 25 below. And when Santa pulled his trousers up, he had his buttons right full of stone. Now Santa had a trip that he'll never forget on his excursion around the bay. He's still trying to get over the moonshine that he drank down in old Salve. I guess he's become a legend, as you can see now in this song. And he was last seen down on George Street with the steel-nosed rubbers on. Ellison Wins tried to sober him up, so they gave him some of Sophie's soup. And after eating Eli's Viagra, he couldn't fit back in his suit. I hear that he's back in the North Pole now, in 20 feet of snow. And he's thinking about coming back to Newfoundland, but he's wondering if he should go. Yeah, he's thinking about coming back to Newfoundland, but he's a nutcase if he shows.
Hello, Mom and Dad, we're coming home for Christmas. It's been a long, long time, and we know that you have missed us. Likewise, I'm sure we couldn't miss you more. A newborn child is with us. So hello, Mom and Dad, we're coming home for Christmas. Excursion fairs always disappear just when you need them most. I guess everybody's going home from the west down to the east coast. It's a 5-day drive, I'm drinking 5 Alive and black coffee from a thermos. So hello, Mom and Dad, we're coming home for Christmas. Hello, Mom and Dad, we're coming home for Christmas. It's been a long, long time, and we know that you have missed us. Likewise, I'm sure we couldn't miss you more. A newborn child is with us. So hello, Mom and Dad, we're coming home for Christmas. I guess all the boys and the girls too are coming home with their kids. Turkey dinner while we reminisce all the crazy things we did. I sometimes wonder how you and Dad tolerated all our badness. So hello, Mom and Dad, we're coming home for Christmas. Hello, Mom and Dad, we're coming home for Christmas. It's been a long, long time, and we know that you have missed us. Likewise, I'm sure we couldn't miss you more. That newborn child is with us. So hello, Mom and Dad, we're coming home for Christmas. Hello, Mom and Dad, we're coming home for Christmas.
Daddy, I'm afraid of going to bed. Santa might miss me tonight. He mightn't bother to come visit me, but go on to the bright city lights. As gently I wipe the tears from his eyes, I remembered the fears of my youth. So I knew that the time had finally come to tell my young boy the cold truth. And I said, son, there's no need to worry, there's no need to bother and fuss. We're the first ones that Santa will visit this year, 'cause Santa's a vamin like us. But Dad, if you say he's a vamin, then why does he live at the North Pole all year? Well, son, there was nothing poor Santa could do. Resettlement moved him up there. Remember last Christmas Eve, son? We left him some cake when we all went to bed. But when we got up, why the cake was still there, for he'd eaten me cod's heads instead. And I said, son, there's no need to worry. There's no need to bother and fuss. We're the first ones that Santa will visit this year, 'cause Santa's a bayman like us. Now I'll prove to you, son, he's a bayman by showing the company he keeps. White socks that he wears were knit, so I hear, from the wool off of Aunt Martha's sheep. Dad, I knew all along he's a bayman. There's really no need for this chat. Well, last Christmas old Santa gave Mommy a kiss, and she only lets baymen do that. Well, boys, there's no need to worry. There's no need to bother and fuss. We're the first ones that Santa will visit this year, 'cause Santa's a bayman like us. We're the first ones that Santa will visit this year, 'cause Santa's a bayman like us.
For my mother to have sown.
The boys, they left in Newfoundland and went to Oshawa. Got a job and settled down in no time at all. The second Christmas off the rock, they missed the folks at home. They kept up their tradition so they wouldn't feel alone. Edna was from Oshawa and lived there all her life. But when she married Jake, she became a Newfie's wife. She never heard a mama ring or taste of fish and brews. She never thought tonight they'd all be on the news. Mama died in Oshawa, it was quite a show. Was on the television and the radio. The boys were just having fun, but you can safely bet Mama's died in Oshawa was a night they won't forget. Mama's died in Oshawa, the night they won't forget. Jake was at the Newfie bar drinking with the boys, playing darts, shooting pool, telling each other lies. He was the instigator of the mama's plot. When they tried it on Edna, she nearly got him shot. Tom was dressed up as his wife and Charlie dressed as him. Fred the plumber dressed up as a fisherman. With the basic cover they were such a scary sight. But when they knocked upon the door, Edna screamed with fright. Mama died in Oshawa, it was quite a show. 'Twas on the television and the radio. The boys were just having fun, but you can safely bet Mama's died in Oshawa was a night they won't forget. Mama's died in Oshawa, the night they won't forget. Someone in the neighborhood must have called the cops. They threw their boys up on the ground and put them in the cuffs. Flashing lights, guns drawn, sirens filled the air, explaining about the mummers didn't get them anywhere. The judge was in the Christmas spirit, so we let him go. The boys they left, Jake went home, his head was hanging low. When Edna met him at the door, she said, "Oh, what a night. Now I understand your murmuring, but I didn't need the fright." Mama's died in Oshawa, it was quite a show. Dressing up in scary clothes, how was the boys to know? Tossed into a paddy wagon, Jake and all his friends. Mama's died in Oshawa, they're locked up in the pen. Mama's died in Oshawa, they're locked up in the pen.
Dear boy was the way that the mother began her letter and wrote on with trembling hand to say that the trees now are covered with snow and Christmas is not far away. Her thoughts were much more than the words on the lines of happiness shared many past Christmas times. Are you coming for Christmas? I'm anxious to know. That's all that she wrote for to say. I've only one wish for Christmas, only one gift that I want to receive. Only one wish for Christmas, just to be here to spend it with me. Her words brought the loveliest pictures to mind of laughter and love never fading with time. But a promise he'd made to his mother he'd keep to spend every Christmas at home. He saw how her hand on the letter he read was not now as strong as it was Christmas past. But he'd make the smile on her face brighter yet. These words he wrote back in reply. I've only one wish for Christmas, only this gift that I want you to have. Only one wish for Christmas, that I'll be home to spend it with you. I've only one wish for Christmas, just one gift to give like you wanted me to. Christmas, that I'll be home to spend it with you. Only one wish for Christmas, that I'll be home to spend it with you.
Christmas time in Ireland, in the days when I was young, when we gathered around the fire, and the old songs they were sung, to hear my dear old mother tell of bygone days of yore, and the way that she spent Christmas in dear old Glenamore. Christmas time was different in the days of yesteryear. What candles in the window, and the bells rang loud and clear. All the family gathered, they came from far and wide, so we'd be all together for a joyous Christmas time. Holly round the pitchers, red of berries bright, decorations fluttered, they make a pretty sight. Peeping through the window, the world is white with snow. The friendly birds are calling, and the pigeons they fly low. Christmas time in Ireland, in the days when I was young, when we gathered around the fire, and the old songs they were sung, to hear my dear old mother tell of bygone days of yore, and the way that she spent Christmas in dear old Glenamore. Well, I do remember the nights of Christmas Eve, as we watched the bright stars in the sky. My stocking I would leave hanging from the bedstead. My heart is full of glee, hoping that dear Santa Claus would please remember me. And then on Christmas morning, as dinner time drew near, the smell of turkey cooking, oh, the currant cakes and beer. Happy, happy Christmas, let us all be glad that we have cherished memories of the Christmases we've had. Christmas time in Ireland, in the days when I was young, when we gathered around the fire, and the old songs they were sung, to hear my dear old mother tell of bygone days of yore, and the way that she spent Christmas in dear old Glenamore.
Don't seem like Christmas if the mummers are not here.
Granny would say as she'd knit in her chair. Things have gone modern, and I suppose that's the cause. Christmas is not like it was. Hark, what's the noise out by the porch door? Granny, 'tis mummers, there's 20 or more. Her old withered face brightens up with a grin. Any mummers, nice mummers, loud in. Come in, lovely mummers, don't bother the snow. We can wipe up the water, sure, after you go. Sit if you can, or on some mummer's knee. Let's see if we know who you be. There's big ones and small ones and tall ones and thin. Boys dressed as women and girls dressed as men. Humps on their backs and mitts on their feet. My blessed, we'll die with the heat. There's only one there that I think that I know. That tall fella standing o'er alongside the stove. He's shaking his fist for to make me not tell. Must be Willie from out on the hill. Now that one's a stranger, if there ever was one, with his underwear stuffed and his trapdoor undone. Is he wearing his mother's big 42 bra? I knows, but I'm not going to say. Don't suppose you find mummers would turn down a drop. No homebrew or elky, whatever you got. Not the one with his rubber boots on the wrong feet. He's enough for to do him all week. Suppose you can dance, yes, they all nod their heads. They've been tapping their feet ever since they came in. Now that the drinks have been all passed around, the mummers are planking her down. Be careful the lamp and hold on to the stove. Don't swing Granny hard, 'cause you know that she's old. No need for to care how you buckles the floor, 'cause mummers have danced here before. My God, how hot is it? We'd better go. I allow we'll all get the devil's own cold. Good night and good Christmas, mummers, me dears. Please God, we will see you next year. Good night and good Christmas, mummers, me dears. Please God, we will see you next year.
After working all week, it is time for a party. We'll ask a nice crowd and we'll all have some fun. There's a nurse at the clinic and the boys in for fishing. And remember the teacher with her rubber boots on. It's a party for all and we're all for a party. It's the Newfoundland way, it's too late when we're gone. Bring your own drop of stuff, and if that's not enough, there's music and dancing from moonlight to dawn. No party's complete until they're on the table. A Newfoundland meal is made ready for all. Tonight it is dry fish with pork scraps and onions, and often it's moose meat we'll have in the fall. It's a party for all and we're all for a party. It's the Newfoundland way, it's too late when we're gone. Bring your own drop of stuff, and if that's not enough, there's music and dancing from moonlight to dawn. And dear old Aunt Mary, who's 90, was sleeping, and got up at 3 and asked if it's true. I had a dream that there was a party, and walking downstairs she said, give me a blue. It's a party for all and we're all for a party. It's the Newfoundland way, it's too late when we're gone. Bring your own drop of stuff, and if that's not enough, there's music and dancing from moonlight to dawn. Bring your own drop of stuff, and if that's not enough, There's music and dancing for moonlight till dawn.